See, we're live now, darling.
No need for searching. Go from the south to the booth, make it all back in one loop.
Give me
that loop.
Oh, that song is it. Welcome to my channel. I'm Nisi. Now, as every living, breathing creature on this planet knows, Ariana Grande just released her latest hit song, Yes and it took no time at all to become #1 on Billboard charts. I reacted to it when it first came out, and I'm very new to YouTube, so that was my very first Ariana Grande reaction ever, and actually the first time I've actually sat down to listen to Ariana's music. Yes, I know, I'm so uncultured. It was my first time really listening to an Ariana song without being an H&M, and not gonna lie, I actually liked it. I was a little apprehensive at first, y'all know, because I had just heard of all the drama and stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't really condone this behavior. But I'm not gonna lie, I may or may not have been listening to the song like every day. I don't know what it is about that song. I genuinely do not know, because the lyrics aren't even that deep or profound, but it's something about something. And I'm not gonna lie, the way that she walked in on that music video lives rent-free in my head. In case you haven't noticed, what everybody's tired. Yeah, we are not gonna sit here and act like that was not C-word. So anyway, you guys really liked my reaction to that song, and y'all were all up in the comment section asking me to react to her Thank You Next album. Because guys, I have not heard an Ariana Grande album ever. So let's get into it. I don't think that we need to do any more talking. I'm super duper excited, and we'll see how this goes. Also, guys, thank you so much for all the support. We have 750 subscribers. I'm so grateful for you guys. And if you're not subscribed to me, hopefully you will be by the end of this video. Alright guys, so like I said before, I've never really listened to Ariana music. The only songs that I know of are like the super duper big hits that you just hear just from existing. So I'm looking at the track list, and none of these are really ringing a bell except for Thank You Next and Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored. Possibly Seven Rings. I don't know, it kind of sounds familiar, but the rest of these I have no idea. I've never heard of these before. I'm like, where have I been at? So I'm gonna pull up the lyrics just because I like to listen to lyrics, and also because Ariana tends to sometimes sing in cursive. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. It's the first track, Imagine. I'm excited. Ooh.
Step up the tour bus, nobody knows us. Get in the car like skip. Staying up all night,
sultry.
Then we gon' sleep till noon. Feel like we never like this regular. Click, 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 and post. Drip, drip, drift, and go. Quick, quick, quick.
Okay, this song is, it's so interesting. Like the instrumental is so sultry, like it's so sultry, and then she's got like this swag on the beat. And what I mean by swag, it's like she's like click, 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 drip, drip, drip. Like she's not just singing in a basic way. She's like, it's the way that she's delivering it, like her cadence. I know it's usually used for like rappers, but I don't know, the way that she's singing on it is with like so much swag and confidence. Okay, hold on. Let's keep going.
Let's go, kiss me and take off your clothes. Imagine a world like that. Why can't you? Imagine a world like that.
The way you know how you listen to a song and you can't really pinpoint exactly or like put into words what it is technically about the song that makes it sound good, but you just know that it just makes your soul feel good. That's what this song is. This song is very much just like it just makes me just want to, I was gonna say touch myself, and that sounds weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it just makes you just want to just like and I can't explain like technically what about it that's like that, or what instrument is making me feel that way. It's just her voice. I don't know, y'all. Listen.
Tell me your secrets, all of the creep shit. That's how I know it's true. Baby, direct it, name in the credits.
She said, tell me your
like
secrets. Girl, pause. She said, tell me your secrets, all of the creep. That's how I know it's true. She said, I mean, I understand wanting to know your partner inside out. I understand wanting to know all the dark things. I feel like if you got some creep in your past, I'm probably gonna dip. But Baby directed, naming the credits like the movies do. Okay, bars.
Drip, 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 like gold. Quick, 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 let's go. Kiss me and take off your clothes. Imagine a world like that. Why can't you? Imagine a world like that. Imagine a world. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it?
What is that?
Can you imagine?
No. No, no, no. You will not. You will not. You will not. Hold on. Assault my ears like that. Can we go back a little bit? I don't know what was happening. The instrumental, the way it was like building, and then she starts going like, ha! Like, You will do that again. You will do that again. Right here! Her and her whistles. Play that. Y'all. Okay. Where do I start? I think that is one heck of an opening track. Because if there's like any way to introduce yourself as like, baby, this is me, and this is the talent that you're about to see on this project, that's something. Because instrumentally, that was great. I love me some strings. I played the violin for 6 years. Still can't play the violin to save my life. Didn't really like it, but I like the sound of it. And the instrumental, yes. The voice, yes. I know that Ariana can hit the whistle and stuff. I've seen little clips, not full performances, but little clips of her singing with Mariah Carey. I know that she can hit that whistle. When she came in, I was like, just the way that her voice could also build as well. That was just so soft and like sultry, and then just but then it also had like that epicness about it, and the way that it would build. And that was just giving. That was just giving. She kept saying over and over and over again, can you imagine? And so I wonder if throughout the rest of this album, she's going to be kind of painting the picture of what she would want this person to imagine, of what love looks like with this person. I don't know if this whole album is going to be about love, but just based on what I just heard, and then also based on what I know about Thank You Next and break up with your boyfriend, stuff like that, maybe this whole album is going to kind of be on the lines of love. We shall see. We shall see. But I wonder if the rest of this album is like, she kept saying, can you imagine? Can you imagine? At the rest of this album, she's going to paint the picture of what she wants this person to imagine of what this life could look like. Another thing I noticed, but I forgot to mention, is that she also at times says, why can't you imagine? Which is interesting because it implies that this person either doesn't want to or hasn't taken the initiative to create a future with her. Or it could be slow. But anyways, but we will see. We will see. That was great. That was great. I mean, talk about introducing yourself. That was good. All right, we're going to move on to the next song, which was, I didn't see what the title was. Needy. Let's go.
If it takes too long to hit me back, I can't promise you how I react. But all I can say is at least I'll wait for you. And I'ma scream and shout for what I love. Passionate, but I don't give no fucks. I admit that I'm a little messed up, okay. But I can hide it when I'm all dressed up. I even think it got this far.
Wow, okay. All right. I can say, and you know, this definitely just comes with experience, but the way that she knows how to make a song sound interesting. Like, there are a lot of people who just kind of sing in a straight line. They sound the same on every song. They just kind of sing like very straight, just boom, 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 line by line. but the way that she knows how to just like do like little cool things like da 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 da, like make it sound interesting, you know, like pull me into it. Let me like really want to look into what you're saying. She said, listen, I'ma scream and shout for what I love. Passionate, but I don't give no I admit that I'm a little messed up, but I can hide it when I'm all dressed up. Listen. All these songs are just going to make me think of the situation. I'm going to try not to. I'm putting that to the side. I'm just listening to this. This was way before the situation even happened.
It's far, and I can be needy. Way too damn needy. I can be needy. Tell me how good it feels to be needed. I know it feels so good to be needed. Sorry if I'm...
Okay, but that's a good point. But like, what about her? She's talking this whole time about like, tell me how it feels so good to be needed. But do you feel needed? Does this person make you feel like they need you? Why do you want this person to tell you how good it feels to be needed? Are you feeling that in return? Or is it just going towards this person? We'll see.
Sorry that I think I'm not enough. And sorry if I say sorry way too much. You can go ahead and call me selfish, but after all this damage, I can't help it. Passionate, but I don't give no fucks. I admit that I'm a little messed up, but I can hide it when I'm all dressed up. So hard to please me. I know it feels so good to be needed.
She let them strings, girl. Use them. So needy. Basically her just talking about how she can be very needy. Because of all the damage that she's been through in the past, she probably needs constant reassurance. Probably has moments where she gets possessive. Probably has moments where she's very insecure. She said that as well. I think she pointed out something about being insecure. And she's just like, I'm like super needy, but that probably makes you feel good to be needed, right? Like, doesn't it make you feel good that I need all these things from you, that I need your attention, that I need your approval, that I need your assurance, that I need all these things from you? Like, tell me how good it feels to be needed. But we don't need to harp on the dynamics of that, because I think, you know, in a sense, we're all kind of needy. Like, we all need love. We all, especially when you've been damaged, you feel that insecurity. And so like you need a little bit of assurance. All those things are fine. Being needy, like having needs and being needy are two different levels. And she might have some inner stuff going on there. I don't know a lot about it because it's only the second song. I don't know a lot about it. But she did say, after all this damage, I can't help it. And so we'll see how that plays out. But when you do put all these needs on a person, it can feel good in a way, because it feels like this person like really loves you. They're really attached to you, but it can turn bad. But we will see where else it goes. I don't want to be making this into a big thing where we've only heard 2 songs. The next song is NASA. We know NASA. NASA's, I don't know how that relates. One giant leap for womankind. Girl.
I'd rather be alone tonight.
Ooh.
You could say I love you through the phone tonight. Really don't wanna be in your arms tonight. Baby, you know time apart is beneficial. It's like I'm the universe and you'll be NASA. Get up, world. I'ma need space. I'ma need space. I'ma need space.
That's so cool, like mixing all those things together, like saying I'm a star. Please, I'm a star! And I'm gonna need space and give you the whole world. Like, that's so creative, mixing all that stuff together and then putting it to NASA. That's so smart. That's so smart. How do you just sit there and think of that?
It ain't nothing wrong with saying I need me time.
No, it's not.
Usually, I would orbit around you, but gravity seems to be the only thing that's
Yo, she's tying so many space things. things together. How did she think of this? I usually will orbit around you. Bring me back to the point that I was making a needy. But gravity seems to be the only thing that's pulling me. And then she's about to say something about rise and shine, because I'm looking at the lyrics. She's tying all these things together? That's so smart. That's so smart. That's such good writing.
All of me, you'll be my rise and shine soon as some stars align. Baby, I can really miss you if I'm with you.
That's so
when
smart.
I miss you, it'll change the way I kiss you. N-A-S-A, get up, girl. I'ma need space, me in your orbit, and you know you'll drag me under. You don't wanna leave me, but I'm trying to self-discover. You don't wanna leave me, but I'm trying to self-discover. Keep me in your orbit, and you know you'll drag me under. Keep me in your orbit.
So what is she trying to say there? It sounds like she's trying to say that she needs space. She needs some time alone. It seems like, I don't know if she's asking for a break, or she's just saying, you know, just a little bit, maybe we're like together too much. Maybe that's also what she's saying. Like, maybe she's not like, let's have a break from each other like in friends.
We were on a break!
But she's just like, we've been spending a lot of time together. Maybe I just need some space. She said, you don't want to leave me, but I'm trying to self-discover. Like, I need some time to myself, and you don't want to leave. If you keep me in your orbit, you know you'll drag me under. So I don't know if it's because they're not good for each other, and she's like, listen, we can't be doing this. Or maybe the relationship isn't necessarily bad, but she's just going through something internally, and she's just like, listen, I need space. I just need to discover myself some more. And if you continue to be all up in my air, I'm not going to be able to find that for myself. She could be saying either one of those things in my mind.
You could say I love you through the phone tonight.
Yeah. These songs seem so fast. They seem like they go so fast. But yeah, y'all, these all do kind of seem to correlate with love. And, you know, so far, it's not the healthiest kind. It seems like she just has like some stuff going on, and maybe she's a little too self-dependent. But in that song, she was asking for space. She's like, listen, I need like a little bit of space to like get some stuff together that I got going on inside, which may be a good thing after songs like Needy and stuff like that. I forgot to say, I'm hearting my favorites as we go along, and I will reveal in the end which of these songs is my favorite. These songs seem to have gone by so fast, no? Like so fast. But anyways, I just think that was so good. That was such good writing. That might be one of my favorites, or the favorite. Wait to see. We have to keep going. We have a lot left to go. Okay, next song is Bloodline. I just love the way these songs are making me feel. Like, I've just been sitting here the whole time just like having like little movements, because that's how like the songs make me feel. They just make me want to move, make me want to dance. Our next song is Bloodline.
I'm trying to do the best I can, and they can't find something to satisfy me. Look.
Ooh. Oh. First of all, y'all tell me in the comment section, who was that in the first part? I'm trying to do the best I can, and they can't find something to satisfy me. Who? Let's get into that. Turn this up. Hey.
Even though you're bad for me, I know you're the one that I'm thinking. Take it or leave it, you gotta take it or leave it. Like, don't want you in my bloodline. Just wanna have a good time.
Oh.
Ain't no need to apologize. No, not trying to make you want mine.
Okay.
Ain't no need to apologize. No, but you're going to let this shit go.
Okay, hold on. Because first of all, the lyrics, don't want you in my bloodline. just want to have a good time. She said, listen, I just want to have fun. This is not about to be no lifetime thing. We're not about to walk down the aisle. I'm not about to take your last name. You're not about to put a ring on this thing, okay? I'm just trying to have fun. And that's it. She said, you're going to have to let that go. I can't imagine. She said, listen, you're going to have to let that go. No. Stop it right now. She said straight up, let that go. That's crazy. This instrumental is giving the energy is giving so school marching band. It's giving so school marching. It's so weird because the song is low key listen, this person wants more, but I'm not trying to have that. I'm not trying to have you in my bloodline. But then the song sounds so inspirational. With the trumpets and stuff and the it sounds so pick yourself up, yeah, everything's great. And she's basically telling this person, bye. You're doing the most. Calm down.
I ain't looking for no one true love. Yeah, that ship sailed away. Love me, baby, are you down?
I thought we was just asking them to imagine. Y'all, I thought we was asking this person to imagine. I thought we was asking them to imagine this life we can have. And now she's listen, I'm not looking for that. I'm not. Maybe we've had some evolution from that song. Maybe that was it. And maybe the person was no, I don't want to imagine. I want to stay in reality. And so she was well, F you. And she moved on and wrote this song.
Take it or leave it, you gotta take it or leave it don't want you in my bloodline.
It looks like we should be marching to this song.
Ain't no need to apologize. Let this shit go, I know what you think you see.
Okay.
I know what you're looking for, but I'm complete. I know what you need, but it won't be. Don't want you in my bloodline. Just wanna have a good time.
Let's go. Yup. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. That song was turned. I'm not gonna lie. That song was very turned, okay? It was something about it. It has that marching band sound, this triumphant sound, even though the message itself, not necessarily triumphant, kind of letting someone down. But maybe we were celebrating the fact that she's not tying herself down to anyone right now because she's trying to discover herself. So maybe it was a celebration of that. It kind of seems like we were celebrating while this person who is hearing this message is heartbroken and going home with their tail in between their legs. But that beat and that whole I was living. I was getting my life. I was living. I really like that song. I really like the term, the phrase bloodline. She didn't just come out and just say, I don't want to be long-term. I don't want to be serious. I don't want to be in a commitment. She instead used the term bloodline. I don't want you in my bloodline. I just like the way that she worded that because she could have went so many different avenues with it. And I don't know, bloodline to me just seems more creative and it's funnier. And I don't know. I don't know how she came up with that. I don't want you in my bloodline. Yeah, that's the term that I'm going to use. And the title of the song is going to be Bloodline. I really like that song. I really like that song. It's getting a heart. These have been a ride so far. And I feel like they've been going fast. They've been a ride. But yeah. Okay. Next song is Fake Smile. Ooh, I like that. It's so old school, old-timey. I love that. You even hear the crackles. I love that detail. You hear the crackles. After laughter comes tears.
Another night, another party. Saying hi to everybody. It's time to leave, I gotta leave now. Got somewhere I gotta be now. I'm starving and somebody walk me to my car.
listen, I am not a technical music person, so I can't even explain what the song is doing necessarily, but just like the vibes of it. And then the vocals, this like, whoo, and this like, hey, smell. I don't remember how she did it, but like the vocals are coming through, and then just like the way the song sounds. Girl, do not fake smile. Do not. If you are not feeling fine, say that you're not feeling fine. She said, I won't say I'm feeling fine. No, don't do that. That's like everyone's go-to word.
I read the things they write about me. You what they're saying on the TV. It's crazy. It's getting hard for them to shock me. But every now and then it's shocking. Don't blame me. I know it's the light that I chose. But baby, I'm grateful. I want you to know.
I love that. I love making it like really breaking down what she means by fake smile, like where the fake smile comes from and what emotions it is that she's hiding. Imagine all the things that we go through on a daily basis, and then having to be put out there in front of millions and millions and millions of people to digest and give their opinions about. Gotta be a hard life. But I love how she says, I know that it's the life that I chose, and like, I'm grateful. I want you to know how grateful I am, but it's just really hard. And I love how she said, it's getting hard for them to shock me. But every now and then, it's still shocking. Like, I just love this whole verse right here. This whole verse. Because, you know, I kind of thought it was just going to be a whole song about just, like, hiding your emotions and stuff. But I like how she got specific about what it is that's really getting to her these days. And, like, really getting specific about how she feels being in the public eye all the time. And I can only imagine how this song feels to her right now, like how these lyrics are resonating with her when the news broke months ago. I can only imagine how these words were resonating with her. It's got to be a hard life, but she knows that it's the life that she chose. But she also says that she's grateful, and I'm glad that she knows those things. But like, girl, it's also okay. It's okay to say that you're grateful for all this stuff that you got, but at the same time saying, like, it's hard.
If I'm hurt, I ain't gon' lie about it. Arms crossed with the attitude, lips about it.
Yeah.
If I'm hurt, I ain't gon' lie about it. Neck roll with the attitude. And I can't fake another smile. And I can't fake like I'm alright.
I definitely feel like I already talked enough during that song to sit here and continuously like break it down. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just, you know, her being in the public eye, and I'm sure other aspects as well. That's what she detailed to us, but obviously she probably has way more other stuff going on in her personal life, and just feeling like she always has to fake a smile, especially being a celebrity, when you have personal stuff going on in your life, but yet you still have to get on a stage and act like everything's okay. You still have to give your energy to these fans that are watching you. I think about like when they're out on the town, and like, say if they're not really having like a good night, but fans approach them, and now these days like fans are like recording you with their cell phones every time they interact with you, and you have to sit there and act like you're like perfectly fine or you're perfectly happy, and you have to plaster this face on, because if not, it's gonna go all over online saying that you're not grateful when you see your fans, or you're not, you know, kind to your fans and stuff like that. It's just a lot, and I can only imagine what that is like. I really like that song. I like how subtle it was very just like a subtle sound, really just being like carried by her voice. I really like the message of that song, and I also really do like the way that it sounds. Bad Idea. Immediately just thought of Olivia Rodrigo. Bad Idea, guys. Let's see what this song is about. Kind of scary.
Running out of time, wishing you would come and save me, 'cause I don't wanna roll with it. Yeah. Trying to get control of it. Yeah. I got a bad idea about we take a little bit of time away. I got a bad idea. Forget about it. Yeah, forget about him. Yeah, forget about me.
I have never heard somebody before say, I've got a bad idea. Like, I've heard people be like, you know, I got a good idea. Let's do this. You never heard somebody say, I got a bad idea. Let's go. Like, that's so wild. But her saying, I'm still trying to kind of like figure out what direction the song is taking, because she says, forget about it, forget about him, and forget about me. So I'm kind of like trying to figure out, okay, well, where is this going? What necessarily is the bad idea? Because if it's a bad idea to forget about yourself, yeah, that's always a bad idea, to forget about yourself and what consequences certain things could bring on you. Forgetting about him could be a good thing if he's a bad guy. But I'm still trying to like ride this song out and see what direction the song is taking.
I wanna roll it, yeah, yeah. Trying to get control of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Why can't I let go of it? Yeah, yeah. Gonna battle to you. Yeah, I'ma call you over here to numb the pain. I gotta battle to
Okay.
you. Forget about it, yeah, forget about it, yeah.
She said, I'm gonna call you over here to numb the pain. So it kind of sounds like how people like drink to numb the pain, but instead she's gonna call him. So does that mean like she's going through something and she's gonna call him to come over and numb the pain? And that is a bad idea. It would be a bad idea to think that anything can numb your pain, unless it's physical pain. But emotional pain, it'd be a bad idea to think that anything is gonna numb that. And forget about it, forget about him. So it is the thing that is going on that she needs to escape from. And then forget about him. That's interesting, because you're calling him over to numb the pain. But then you say forget about him. I'm still like, my brain is like so stitchy stuff together. Usually sometimes it might take like a couple of listens for me to really truly understand a song. But we'll see.
Forget about me.
Keep wishing you would come save me. Who was Ari Chan?
I got a bad idea. How about we take a little bit of time away?
Okay. Straight. Wow. Y'all, the instrumentation on that song, I don't know what was going on. Orchestra was like building at some points, and then was like, there was like a pause, and then comes the orchestra, and there was like, it's like this trappy thing that was so fun. Y'all gotta let me know down in the comment section how y'all interpret bad idea, because I'm pretty sure that there's just like something that she's dealing with, and she wants him to come over, save her, numb the pain, but then she also says forget about him. So is there two different guys? And like there's one guy that she needs to forget about, and she feels like she wants to get over this guy by having another guy. So forget about him with this new guy. Is that what she's talking about? Y'all gotta let me know down in the comment section how y'all interpret this song, and if I'm on the right track, or maybe I'm not at all. I have been known to be slow sometimes, so maybe I'm not right at all. Let me know, y'all. Alright guys, the next song is Makeup. Sounds very optimistic.
I like to fuck with you, just to make up with you. Cause the way you be screaming my name made me wanna make love to you. I might break up with you, just to make up with you. At the end of the day, boy, you know that I'm about to wake up with you.
Ariana the Raptor. Don't need to break that down, do I? Don't need to break that down. I think that we all understand where she's going with that. I like to make up and ruin my makeup in the process. Okay.
When it pops, surprise, surprise. I love it when we make love. Go ahead, ruin my makeup. That's the way they shut me up after an argument. No eyeliner on, but looking at you is the fix. Highlight of my life, just like that Fenty Beauty kid. I love it when we make.
Shout out Rihanna.
Go ahead, ruin my makeup. Take the ride. It works every time. I love
that she be having going on is like so intense, because like she's so good, and then there's just like these loud like powerful voices just like working together. It just makes the song sound so big and full. I love that. The swag and confidence that this woman has when she's singing. She's so like swaggy and confident, and just, I feel like I say that a lot, but she's just so like swaggy and confident. Like, and the cadences that she be having, like she knows her abilities. That was a good song. That was definitely just like a vibe. It was very short, just like a quick little vibe. I like it though. I like it. It was swaying. Next song is Ghostin'. Oh, that's scary. Just because, you know, ghosting usually means that somebody's leaving. They're ignoring you. They're not really coming back. So is she doing the ghosting, or are they doing the ghosting? I feel like you kind of have to be crazy to ghost Ariana Grande, but...
No, you hear me when I cry.
Ooh.
I try to hold it in the night.
Give me a slow song.
If you were anybody else, probably wouldn't last a day. Every tear's a rain parade from hell.
Hold on. That line? Every tear's a rain parade from hell? That line 8. She says probably wouldn't last a day if you were anybody else. So like, wouldn't last a day how? Like, you wouldn't last a day with me? Like, we wouldn't be together for even a day if you were anybody else? But then I'm trying to figure out... Okay, hold on. I'm going to keep listening.
And I'm putting you through more than one ever should. And I'm hating myself cause you don't want to admit that it hurts you. I know that it breaks your heart when I cry again.
Go sing!
I know that it breaks.
Over him? I wish somebody would be laying in my bed crying over somebody else. See, because she was saying, like, you've been so good to me. You've been so understanding. And I'm putting you through so much. The stuff that I'm putting you through. And I think that that's what she meant when she was saying, like, if it was anybody else, wouldn't last a day. Like, you're really strong. You're able to, like, take all the stuff that I give you. And if you were anybody else, probably wouldn't last. Anybody else would probably walk away. But you've been here for me. You've stayed beside me. I know it breaks your heart when I cry over again. Oh, my gosh. First of all, the lyrics are giving. The voice is giving. I love how slowed down this is. How just emotional this sounds. Like, this sounds so bare and raw and emotional. And I love that. Like, I'm loving the song so far. I'm loving, like, the lyrics was hitting hard, but I love that it's that vulnerable.
Breaks your heart when I cry again. Instead of ghosting him, we'll get through this. We'll get past this.
Should you?
I'm a girl with a whole lot of baggage. Though I wish he were here instead. Don't want that living in your head.
Girl, cut the I love you, we'll get past this. No. That line right there told me all I needed to know. Because she said, I know you get, like, sad or whatever when instead of ghosting him, I cry about him. Okay? So, like, definitely this man knows that you still have feelings for this person. But that line right there, I wish he were here instead, that is the signal that it's time to back it up and walk away. That man don't need to be there no more. Let him go. Let him walk. Whoever this other guy is, go back and get him, or just spend time with yourself so you can move on. If you don't set this man free, the song should be called Free. Set this man.
He just comes to visit me when I'm dreaming every now and then.
And y'all laying in the same bed?
Leave it all here in this bed with you.
Sonically, it's...
Baby, you do this so well. You've been so understanding. understanding. You've been so good, and if it hurts you, baby, I know that it breaks your heart when I cry again over him. I know that.
Yo, let me be clear. I love the vulnerability in this song. I don't know if this is a true story or not. You know, this sometimes writers just write from like different perspectives. If this is a true story, I appreciate the vulnerability. I truly do appreciate when an artist can be so vulnerable and take accountability. It's great, I think, when an artist can admit to something that they've done wrong, because you are a human and you're not perfect. And I think that putting that in your art, you know, there's imperfection in art, and putting it in your art, I think, is actually a great, beautiful thing. I am kind of appalled by some of these lyrics simply just because I was not expecting that. You are sharing a bed with this person and you are thinking about somebody else. This person is coming into your dreams. You are crying and this person knows the reason why you're crying. And you're just, it's surprising. But I actually really appreciate this. I love this so far. This might actually be my favorite song. It might actually be my favorite song so far. It sounds so magical and heavenly. Oh my God. She loves strength. I respect that. I love that. That has to be my favorite song. I mean, that's so, love you, but get past it. Like, that has to be my favorite song. Just the way that it sounds, the message. I like the vulnerability of the message. The vulnerability and the honesty of the message. And just the way the song sounds like. And the end of that song just sounded so heavenly and magical. I just loved the ending of that. And the whole dang song, it sounded amazing. That was really good. I cannot believe some of the lyrics was that. It reminds me of Rihanna's song, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't think of the name of the song right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When she's talking about cheating on this guy, and she feels like the guy knows that she's cheating on him, and like she feels like she's like a murderer. You know, that song. Is it called Murderer? It might be. That song, it reminds me of that. I'm all for women with baggage receiving love. Eventually, I'm so for that. But I truly just believe that this man needs to collect his baggage. He needs to collect his baggage at gate 5, and he needs to get his behind somewhere else. He needs to run away. I'm so sorry. I know it's Ariana's album. It's supposed to be on her side, but I just feel like, you know, if you know that it's gotten this far, like, it really shouldn't. I understand that there are some times where you can be so hung up on someone that it's really hard to move on. But the thing is, usually when you found the right one, that person will come along and actually take your mind off of that other person, because this is the one, and they will take your mind off of that person. There's something about it that almost like the line is severed, and you realize, actually, this is my person. It usually doesn't take long if the person that comes along is the one. If the person that comes along is just not the one, they probably won't take your mind away from this person. I feel like when you find the one, it'll like easily fit. And obviously, every circumstance is different. Not every circumstance is the same. But I just feel like when the one comes along, it will take your minds off of whoever that other person was. It'll make them completely disappear for you, because this is the person. And I just don't feel like this guy is the person. And I feel like he's probably wasting time being with her. I'm just saying. Anyways, let's go to In My Head.
You're another version of a person that you've created.
She has so many like little clips at the beginning of songs, like little audio clips. I actually like that.
You are trying to but cannot fix.
You're in love with the version of the person.
The only person you can fix is yourself. I love you. This has gone on way too long. Enough is enough. I'm 2 blocks away. I'm coming over.
I love that. I think that was so creative to put in the beginning of a song. Like, I don't know what the song is going to sound like, what direction it's going to go, but I just love that opening of just being like, listen, you are in love with a person, a version of a person you created in your head. This person is not actually that person.
Painted a picture. I thought I knew you well. I got a habit of seeing what isn't there. I said you only wanted half of me. My imagination's too creative. They see demon, I see angel.
She said, my imagination is too creative. They see demon, I see angel. Like, you know, I'm seeing this false version of you that I've created in my head. My imagination is literally telling me that you are somebody completely different from what you are. Everybody else sees a demon, and they probably are a demon, but you are seeing an angel because you've created this image in your head, and you're going based off of that. Oh, you better sing.
Painted a picture. I thought I drew.
Running from your issues, cardio is good for the heart. Love that line.
Drew you well. I had a vision.
Painted a picture, I thought I drew you well. Because the first time she said painted a picture, I thought I knew you well. And the other time she said, I thought I drew you well. Right, girl. Right.
Imagination's too creative. They see Cain and I see Abel.
Come on with your biblical references.
Abel. I know you able. Pulling a neighbor. But it was all in my head.
Well, sing it then. Sing it then.
It was all in my head. Everything you want me to. Everything you want. I saw your potential without seeing credentials. Maybe that's the issue.
Saw your potential without seeing credentials. She said, listen, it be like that sometimes. Like, you think that you like look at this person, you're like, oh my gosh, like I think. Have y'all ever had like a crush on someone? Like, when I was younger, I remember I would have like crushes on people, and I wouldn't even know the person. I would just look at them, I'd be like, oh my god, like they're cute and they seem nice. So I would have like a little crush on them or whatever, but I would know nothing about them. And so I would literally like imagine this person in my head. I'm like imagining aspects of their personalities. I'm like thinking, oh, like they're probably this way. They're probably this way too. Like, I'm like envisioning like things that we could like do together, stuff like that. And like, I'm imagining their potential. And then when I would finally get to know them and I realize, actually, they're really not that great. But I'm almost kind of trying to bend them to this picture that I've already painted them to be in my head. I'm almost just like, trying to sort of make them fit into this picture. Like, I'm trying to crop them into this picture that I just made, and that's not even them. I didn't see credentials. I didn't see no proof. I just thought I saw your potential. You seemed good, but I really didn't know nothing. That's so real. Let me know if y'all have ever been through something like that. Woo! I definitely experienced that. I definitely am guilty of that. I'm definitely putting a heart because the way that I relate, I definitely understand exactly what she's talking about there. I feel like a lot of us could be guilty of that. Y'all, we only have 3 songs left. And the last 2 I know for the most part. At least like I know the choruses at least. Y'all, this album has flown by. Like, I feel like this album is just flying. Like, it's flying. These songs have been like they've been like a ride. I feel like we've had so many ups and downs. Sonically, we've had ups and downs. Message wise, ups and downs. Vibe wise, ups and downs. Like, it's just been a ride. Her voice is incredible. I feel like there are a lot of things that I'm not commenting on, such as like I haven't really went into detail with her voice because it's Ariana. Like, even though I haven't actually sat down and listened to her, I've heard her songs everywhere. We all know that vocally Ariana is just incredible, astounding. We know her as one of the best. Like, so that's something that I haven't felt the need to like really go into depth about her voice, because it was something that I expected walking into this album. I expected that her voice would be amazing. I expected that these songs would be like very just good quality pop songs, or else Ariana wouldn't be who she is. I will say that I have been surprised so far just with like sonically how unique certain things have sounded. Like, I don't know, just like it's all very sonically unique. I just like it. Like, I don't know how to explain it technically, y'all, but the way that things just sound, the way that they just make you want to move and groove. She definitely gets categorized as like pop a lot, and she is, but I feel like some of these songs have like a R&B type of feel to them. I do. But y'all, we still have 3 songs up. So let's get into Seven Rings. I feel like this sort of sounds familiar, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
Through some bad shit, I should be a savage.
I feel like this is kind of familiar.
Thought it turned me to a savage. Rather be tied up with calls and not strings.
Oh.
Make big deposits. My gloss is
Hold on, wait, yes.
You like
Yes.
my hair?
Wait.
Thanks, just bought it.
I see it. I like it. I want it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I want it. I got it.
Oh, you like
my hair? Gee, thanks, just bought it. I see it. I like it. I want it.
I do know this song, y'all. I do know the song. I don't know the verses, but the melody of it, the chorus of it, I do know this song. I think that this song was one of her big ones. Yeah. I don't know why this song just always makes me feel like that girl. She's that girl. It makes me want to, it makes, song, I feel like a rag. I'm just sitting here like in these clothes, and I feel like the song is about like having everything like being so like exquisite and stuff like that. I remember liking this song. I remember the times I've heard this song. I like it.
Never said money can solve your problems. Must not have had enough money to solve them. It's beaming. My skin is gleaming.
What?
The way it shine, I know you see it. I want it. I got 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 it. You like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it.
Hold on. I look way too poor to be listening to the song.
A few moments later.
See, we're live now, darling. I used to, y'all, when I would try to do an album reaction, I would try to dress up for the occasion. Like, I would dress up based on the artist or whatnot. But I didn't know what to expect when I walked into Ariana. But you know what? I should have known. I should have known to expect to feel chic, to feel like her. Yeah.
It's that good, like my eyes, yeah. Go from the south to the booth, make it all back in one loop.
Give me
the
that.
loot, never mind, I got the juice. Nothing but never we shoot. Look at my neck, look at my neck. Ain't got enough money to pay me respect. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. You like my hair? Gee, thanks, just bought it. I
See,
see
I like it.
I want it,
I got it. Oh, that song is it. That song is it. I forgot how much I like that song. Just the beat, the vibes. I forgot how much I like that song, y'all. Listen, heart next to the song. Yup. Y'all, we got Thank You Next. Now listen, I've heard the song a quadruple many times. So what I usually do when I'm doing my album reactions, honey, is I will listen to a portion of the song. I'll just rock out. I have my mic. I listen to a portion of the song, and then I move on to the next. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to play a little bit of Thank You Next, and then we're going to move on.
Some songs about Ricky. Now I listen and laugh. Even almost got married. And for Pete, I'm so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Malcolm. Cause he was
Can I say how legendary this song became, how big this song got, because she was naming names. People was like, wait a minute, hold on, what? Like, she's naming names. And then just the catchiness of the chorus. The fact that we all thought, like, we was all just walking around just like, thank you, next. Anyway, never mind. Like, I don't care about anything else. Thank you, next, bye. Like, no, honey, we were not here to waste time or to play any games, because we can hit you with that thank you next and you will be gone. Play it. Play it. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so fucking spend more time with my friends.
I want my friends. Ain't worried about a thing.
Must have met someone else.
Who?
We having better discussions.
Really?
No need for searching.
And all that I say.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank you.
This song is a smash. I've got so much love, got so much patience. Learned from the pain, turned out amazing.
I said I was just gonna listen to a little bit, and we very much listened to the entire thing. But y'all, I haven't heard that song in a long time, and it was hitting, okay? It was hitting. Now, before we get into this next song, I'm going to set aside everything that I know today. But I literally only know this song because when the situation happened, everybody was talking about this song and saying like, oh, she exposed her character then. And so I was like, let me go back and listen to this song. And that was when I listened to the song. And I was like, oh. So I've heard this song. I actually really like it though. Like sonically, I really like the song actually. And I vibe out to it regardless of the message. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to vibe out to it. We're going to remember that this was pre Ethan Slater. And yeah, and let's just do it.
So one fucking look at your face.
I want to know how you
Usually don't give it away. Yeah, yeah. But you know I'm already thinking about it.
I know it ain't right, but I don't care. Break out with your I feel really bad singing to this now.
Yeah, 'cause I'm bored. This shit always happened to me.
Why can't we just play for keeps? I'm practically on my knees.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright guys, that was the last song on the album, Break Out With Your Girlfriend. Y'all, we have reached the end. We've reached the end of the album. That was fast. That was really fast. Okay, y'all, this was a great project. I can understand why Ariana is considered one of like the big heads in pop. Like, I think I've heard Queen of Pop, but then pop is sometimes very debatable. Listen, this was a really good project, okay? There were parts on here where like some of her lyrics were like, wow, kind of like hard-hitting, like really made me think for a second. I was like, whoa. And the voice, like I said, listen, is that even something that we really have to discuss? I think that we all know, whether you listen to her or not, you know the voice that Ariana has. And it's distinct too. Like, you know, if you're just out and about and you just hear it, you know what it is. Ariana, like I was saying before, I was like taken aback by the instrumentation, just because when you hear like her super big songs like Seven Rings and Thank You Next, you know, you don't really hear this. It's not really like this grand instrumentation, this unique instrumentation. They're just kind of, you know, traditional beats that you'd hear in pop. But then like you look at songs like Imagine, for example, and just the way that sounds sonically. She loves strings. And listen, I also love strings. I think that we all kind of have a weakness for strings, whether you play a string or not. It's just the way that strings sound, and she uses them, and it's great. I definitely see the hype. Like, I know why people are definitely into her, especially people who like get attracted to a song sonically first. There were some songs, y'all, I told y'all to tell me down in the comment section how you Like, what's your interpretation of Bad Idea? I want y'all to still do that. Tell me your interpretation of that, because I could probably listen to it a couple more times and understand what she was trying to say. I'm gonna tell you guys the ones that I hearted, which ones are my favorites. It's over half. Imagine, NASA, Bloodline, Fake Smile, Ghostin', In My Head, 7 Rings, Take You Next, Break Up With Your Girlfriend. That's 9. 9 out of 12 songs. And remember, I like all these songs, all of them. The ones that hurt are the ones that, like, no, this one, like, this is a 1. And it was all those songs. My favorite probably for now is still Ghostin'. Well, because the singles, I don't know. I feel like the singles I've had for a long time, and like Thank You Next, just like how revolutionary that song was. I don't know, but just out of the ones that I heard today for the first time, like excluding the singles, the one that I heard for the first time today, I think that Ghostin' is my favorite. I just really love that song. But I also love Fake Smile as well. I love like the ones where she like really slowed it down and got vulnerable, because Ariana, to me, like I said, it's my first time even sitting down listening to her. So Ariana to me is like this big pop star that I don't know a lot about. So songs like those where like it really slowed down and got really vulnerable, those songs I think are probably the ones that I gravitate to more, because like you're big pop star Ariana Grande. Like everybody knows of you, but how many of us really know you? And so I really like those slow, stripped back songs. But yes, y'all, that is the end of Thank You Next. I understand why y'all wanted me to jump to this one, but listen, Bloodline had me in my Bloodline had me on my feet. Listen, these songs that I heard will definitely be added to a playlist. Absolutely. I want to listen to some of these other ones again as well to like really understand and grasp what she was saying. But yeah, y'all, that's where I'm at. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it just like I did. Comment down below what is your favorite song of this album, and also, is this your favorite album? Let me know. Remember, comment down below if you guys want me to react to more of Ariana Grande's albums, but if not, be here for March 8th. Well, it probably won't actually be on March 8th, but be here around that time for when we will react to Ariana Grande's new album, because I would definitely be doing that. I will be reacting to her new album, and also if she has other singles that she releases before the new album comes out, I will probably be reacting to those as well. So stick around for that, guys. And the best way that you can do that is to subscribe, because you will get notifications when I release another Ariana video instead of actually having to look for me again if you liked me. Guys, don't forget to like this video if you like this video, so it can reach more people. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me if you are actually still here at this time, because that was a long reaction. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and I will see you guys later. Bye.